I have no intention of giving up. Music can soothe the soul. That's very true. That is beside the point. Damn it. This is not the time for jokes. It looks like we got a fingerprint. And yes, it is easier if you dust the entire area. Bingo! Watch. Ah, shit. When that happened right here in this room, she's right. Ah, shit. Shit. Damn it. Come on. Damn it. No. I want to see something. Damn it! What the hell? Shit. What? No! This can't be. What are Emma's fingerprints doing here? Shit. Chief Gant. Damn it! No, 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 no. I'm not done yet. Shit. Why has she kept eerily silent about it all this time? After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions. So she'll be busy for the rest of the day. No, I'm not done yet. Yes, I know I'm backtracking, but this is important. There's a reason I was going to use that luminol. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Bullshit. No, I think I've already figured it out. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you were unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual. What an intriguing notion. A certain individual use. Protecting? No. I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence. Bingo. Well, Miss Sky? I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans. Assuming he is respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? Both you and Edgeworth will both be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence. Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned? Edgeworth didn't know the truth about the behind the forgery. The only party who could have tampered with the evidence was, yes, you, but also one other, Damon Gant. You want proof of the chief's wrongdoings? Here it is. Who would that be? What? Very well. You want proof? Bam! I just found this in a safe in the chief's office. This jar piece and this piece of cloth. You know what these are? They're piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. Person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking the blame for him? Why not? The murder of Detective Goodman? Just as I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you are not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. A murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife? Knife from the SL9 incident? Serial killer Joe Dark's knife? That would be Edgeworth's knife? That's the reason for the bandage on your right hand? A star, huh? Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly? So you hid Dark's knife? So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it. An Edgeworth's exhaust pipe? You asked Emma? That would explain why Emma is so confident about Lana's innocence. A bad feeling? It's a marshal. Why on earth would you call him? Oh, you mean... disguised herself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence. So your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room? Alana. No! I don't think so. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's a real murderer. And what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago. I am going to finish this. This is the defendant lobby, alright, but there's no defendant. Been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? And where's Emma, for that matter? It almost seems as if Edgeworth. I have a pretty strong hunch. True, not yet. No! She did not do it! Lana's hiding something, and the only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her. Everything goes back to the SL9 incident. I'm not being stupid, Edgeworth. That depends on you. If she's found guilty, your loss. You'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened. This is it. If I'm ever gonna find out what Chief Gant has on her, it's now. Court is now in session with the trial of Miss Alana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Chief Gant. What exactly is this proposal of yours? She wants to do what? What is this all about, defendant? What? No! Objection, Your Honor! The defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea. What? No! 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 Objection, Your Honor! I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gantz. Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes? Sorry, I'm not your naive little boy you would have me be. Obviously, it's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes. I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness. As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Skye. I request the court hears her testimony. I don't care what you think, Miss Skye. Exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would always be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it. Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. Two years ago, you encountered the serial killer Joe Dark of the Joe Dark killings. Is this correct? I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to recall those events one more time. Yes, it most certainly is. Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago. The trip to yesteryear has finally begun. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial. That will soon become apparent, Your Honor. Gladly, Your Honor. Two years ago, the defendant was a detective at the police department, correct? I believe they share the same office. Joe Dark was brought in for questioning on the day of that ceremony. Well, what's the prosecutor doing there? That's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in. Can you tell us about that? So the electricity went out? The detective. Yeah. Detective Bruce Goodman, the victim. So you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago? You told Detective Goodman about what you saw? A picture, as I think she mentioned that before. Picture the witness Drew. I believe it has a very important meaning. You drew a picture of the scene you witnessed, right? Strange. This picture that Emma drew, that reminds me. I guess I should check the evidence again. Wait a minute. Seen and imprinted an image in your mind. Please describe it to us. Tell us, what were you doing at that moment? I believe you testified that Joe Dark was holding you hostage. Emma doesn't have any reason to lie, but Lana sure does. I need to get Emma to tell me about as much about this as she can. Wait a minute. Objection, Your Honor! Mr. Edgeworth. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yet, you would insist on denying its existence? That may well be. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold. Please turn it over, Your Honor. Bingo! Sure about that, Edgeworth? So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious what happened. 2 years ago, only half of the evidence in the case ever reached you. Wait a minute. If this list was torn in half, then that means... Your Honor! If the evidence list was torn in half, there might be more than drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list. The Blue Badger! What's wrong with Emma? She seems to be thinking about something when she was looking at the picture. Thanks to that, though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw. Gladly, Your Honor. Did you draw the picture right after the incident? Two or 3 days later, the memory should still be fresh in her mind. So at that time, you didn't even know it was Mr. Marshall who had come to your rescue. Poor Emma. Just glad she wasn't hurt. I mean, you didn't see the actual murder take place? Sorry for asking so many times, but are you sure you drew exactly what you saw? Was it influenced in any way from your talks with the detectives? Edgeworth! Knock it off! Don't poke the cobra. That's strange. She claims that this is exactly the scene that was imprinted in her mind. And yet, there's clearly a contradiction here. Wait a minute. She's lying! Objection, Your Honor! I hate to be the bearer of bad news. This picture that the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction. Quite simple. The murder weapon. Bingo. Right here. The contradiction, of course, lies here. Take a look at the knife the man is holding. If you look closely, you can see the tip is broken. If I recall, so the knife was found broken off in the victim's body. I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma.
Objection!
It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back. If the victim was only stabbed once, the murder weapon should not be broken! Objection, Your Honor! Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body. If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up there. Yes, I'm aware of that, Mr. Edgeworth. Objection, Your Honor. That's why I was asking her so many times if she knew. If she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at that time. But she was sure she remembered correctly. Objection. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. There is another explanation. Have you forgotten already? About a little something called falsified evidence? All I'm saying is that this broken knife tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged. You can't deny the possibility. Yes, Coyote. And everyone's also very serious. Your Honor, please allow me to once again go over the events that took place the day of the murder. The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors Award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gantz. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief that somewhere in this story, there is a lie! Bingo! Another broken knife besides Joe Dark's. There been another one? Oh, yes! One moment, everyone.